Valentine's Day had never meant much to Alina. Every year, the city would blush in red roses and candlelight, but to her, it always felt like watching a movie she didn't belong in. At 27, she had mastered the art of smiling at other people's love stories while quietly folding her own loneliness into the corners of her heart. She worked at a small bookstore, a peaceful place that smelled of paper, coffee, and old memories. Love stories filled the shelves, yet her own life remained unwritten. On the morning of February 14th, she arrived early, as usual. But something was different. A single envelope lay on the counter. It had no stamp, no address. Just her name written in careful, slightly shaky handwriting, Alina. Her heart skipped. She looked around, the street was still waking up. Boats passed lazily. Shopkeepers yawned open their doors. No one seemed to be watching. Slowly, she opened it. Inside was a folded letter. "You don't know me the way I know you. But I have watched you choose kindness every day, even when no one chose it for you." She frowned softly. Who would write this? She kept reading. "You smile at strangers. You recommend love stories like you believe in them, even when your eyes say you're still waiting for your own. I just wanted you to know, someone sees you." Her chest tightened. The letter wasn't signed. Just one line at the bottom, "Same time tomorrow." She almost didn't come early. But curiosity pulled her in. Again, an envelope. Her hands trembled as she opened it. "If I could, I would sit across from you and ask what hurt you and not make you afraid of love." Her breath caught. No one knew that about her. Not really. The letter continued, "Whoever broke your heart taught you that love leaves. But real love stays, especially when it's hard." A tear slid down before she could stop it. Again, and signed. Again, the same words, "Tomorrow." Each morning, a new letter appeared. Some made her laugh. "You talk to books when you dust them. I think that's adorable." Some made her cry. "You deserve flowers you didn't have to beg for." Some made her feel seen in ways that scared her. "You pretend you're strong, but your strength is just unhealed tenderness." For the first time in years, Valentine's week didn't feel empty. It felt warm. Whoever was writing knew her soul, not just her smile. The final letter came on February 13th. Her hands shook before she even opened it. Inside was thicker paper. A longer message. "Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I know you don't celebrate it. But I was hoping you'd give me a chance to change that." Her heart pounded now. "Meet me where stories begin, Section A, Love and Poetry. 6 p.m. If you don't come, I'll understand. But if you do, I'll finally tell you why I chose you." No signature. But this time, there was something else. Pressed inside the letter. A small dried pink flower. She almost didn't go. Fear whispered, "What if it's a joke? What if it's pity? What if it's not real?" But hope, quiet and stubborn, answered, "What if it is?" At 5:58 p.m., she stood in Section A, Love and Poetry. Her hands were cold. Her heart louder than the traffic outside. Footsteps approached behind her. Slow. Careful. She turned. It was Daniel. The quiet man who owned the cafe next door. He delivered coffee to the bookstore every morning. They'd spoken 100 small conversations about weather, books, life. But nothing more. He held a final envelope. This one sealed with a small red heart. "I was afraid you wouldn't come," he said softly. Her voice barely worked. You wrote them? He nodded. For 6 months, he admitted. I wanted to talk to you, but you always looked like someone who had learned to expect disappointment. I didn't want to startle your heart. So I wrote to it first. Tears filled her eyes instantly. Why me? She whispered. He stepped closer, but gently, like approaching something fragile. Because you love everyone so loudly, and no one was loving you back the same way. He handed her the last letter. Her fingers shook as she opened it. Alina, I don't promise perfect love. I promise present love. The kind that stays on ordinary days. The kind that learns you slowly. The kind that never makes you feel invisible again. Her vision blurred with tears. She looked up. He was holding flowers now, not extravagant, just soft pink roses. I don't want to rush you, he said. But I'd love to take you to dinner tonight. If your heart is willing to try again. For the first time in years. It was. She laughed through tears. You wrote to my soul before asking for my time, she said. How could I not try? He smiled, relieved, warm, real. As they walked out together, the city glowed in Valentine lights. But for Alina, love didn't feel like a performance anymore. It felt like being understood. Sometimes love doesn't arrive loudly. Sometimes it writes to your wounds first, until your heart feels safe and not answer back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heartfelt stories on Naratide UG.